You're a good looking boy. You have big, broad shoulders, but he's a man, and it takes more than the big, broad shoulders to make a man. Hey, I'm coming to you today, Movies with Brian, talking to you about High Noon. It's a movie I saw a little bit ago, just haven't had time to come to you guys and talk to you about it. Just been feeling down for a little while, been a little sick, so I'm feeling better now, so I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you about this movie. High Noon's a Western, came out in 1951, has Gary Cooper, Grace Kelly, and Lloyd Bridges, along with Katie Gerardo, I think is her name. And so that makes up most of the main cast are in this movie. And this movie, again, takes place in the 1800s. It's a western. Came out in 1951, though. So, pretty much the beginning of this movie, Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly are getting married, and yes, there is quite a bit of an age difference between them. Um, there's not supposed to be that much of an age difference in the movie. I read there's only supposed to be an age difference of maybe 5 or 10 years, but there's about a 30-year age difference between them in real life. So, not quite sure how they expected people to believe that because you can definitely see the age difference between them. But so they get married at the very beginning of the movie, and Gary Cooper is Marshal Will Kane, and he's the marshal for this little town, and they're about to leave and go on their honeymoon and start up a new life with a new store that they've bought elsewhere, and he gets news that the one of the bandits that he put away back in the day has escaped, or actually not really has escaped, has been pardoned from prison, and is going to be showing up on the noon train. And so instead of him waiting for the new sheriff who's coming into the town the next day to handle the problem, Gary Cooper takes upon himself to say that he needs to do this and that he needs to take care of this bandit. And the movie starts probably about 10:45, 10:50 in the morning, with them coming on the noon train. So the whole movie is about 90 minutes, which pretty much is kind of about it kind of runs in real time, we'll say, because the movie only goes till about 12:30 in the afternoon, give or take, maybe a little bit less than that. So it really is almost kind of each minute that you're watching is 1 minute in the film, give or take. And so Gary Cooper takes it upon himself to defend this town, and he has Lloyd Bridges, who's the deputy marshal, and he's supposed to be helping him out, but they get into a big fight, and he doesn't want to help out, and then Grace Kelly's super mad at Gary Cooper, doesn't want to stick around for him, and says, you're gonna end up dying in an hour, and I don't want to be here when you're dead, so I'm just getting on that noon train, and I'm leaving when it shows up. So she's waiting for the train to come in to leave, and these bandits are there waiting for the main guy to come in, and they're coming to get Gary Cooper to hunt him down and take over the town. And essentially, throughout the movie, Gary Cooper's doing everything he can to recruit other people and to deputize other people to come into and be marshals with him so that they can protect this little town that he loves so much and that all these other people love. And kind of comes to find out during the whole movie that everybody's a coward. Nobody wants to stand up to these bandits. They're all super scared. Nobody wants to pick up a gun and help fight. He gets one person who is willing to help him, but chickens out about 10 minutes before noon when he realizes that nobody else is helping except him and Gary Cooper. And so he says, I'm out, I'm done. And so it's the whole movie of him just pretty much running around trying to find people to help out, and the town debating what they want to do and how do they want to approach the situation, with some people kind of happy the bandits are coming back into town because they felt like life was better with the bandits there. Not quite sure how that is. And so, yeah, it's him running around trying to find people, and him and the deputy marshal kind of go at it because the deputy marshal is angry that he wasn't going to be appointed the new marshal of the town, the new sheriff. And at the same time, he's kind of scared a little bit, and he thinks it's suicide to fight four guys, just one versus four, and he's not going to help out. Though if he had helped out, then the other guy would have helped out. They would have had three versus four, but I don't know. Math might not have been a strong thing back in the 1800s. So, yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5 on IMDb, and I'd give it a good solid 7 actually on IMDb. Sorry, out of 10. I give it a 3.5 on the Netflix rating out of 5. I thought it was actually pretty good. I didn't really think it was that slow. Granted, it's only 90 some minutes, so it doesn't have a ton of opportunity to be slow. And at the end, I thought it was really good. I like the fight scenes, some good gun shooting action at each other. Um, Pretty believable too. Not like, oh yeah, right, like there's no way that would happen. It was pretty believable. I thought it was good. Um, Grace Kelly comes back around and she plays a part towards the end, and yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I really did. I thought it was really good. It was great for Gary Cooper. His career was kind of in decline at this time, and so this career really helped revitalize it. It's kind of funny. John Wayne's not a fan in the movie, or I should say, when he was alive, wasn't a fan. Um, really didn't speak very highly of it, but I thought it was a good western. I thought they did a good job. I thought everybody did great. Um, Gary Cooper's pretty believable as a sheriff, and Grace Kelly is, I'm not gonna lie, she's easy on the eyes. She's very, very pretty. I can see why she ended up marrying a prince in real life. She's very talented in the movie, and I think she's gorgeous as well. So, um, yeah, I would recommend seeing the movie. Again, it's pretty good. It's a western. It's pretty similar to a lot of westerns, um, but I think it captivates and keeps your attention for the most part. And yeah, I would recommend it. So when you get a chance, go check out High Noon. Again, came out quite a while ago. Oh, sorry, 1952. I was saying 51, but it's 1952. So one of those older movies. And yeah, go check it out when you get a chance. And I'll catch you guys later, and I hope to talk to you soon. All right.